What up, YouTubers? It's your boy, the Visionary. Welcome to another episode of Firesidechat Rants. New segment that I'm starting off of random shit that I see. It's not like the preludes, because preludes is basically I read a lot of news. I'm online a lot, or I pick up a newspaper and I see an article that interests me and it's part of a puzzle of something I see. In the grander scheme of things, so I put it out for people to look at. So this rant is basically about this video I saw on YouTube, and it was basically about the recent release of classified documents stating the full scope and scale of our drone program in the Middle East and certain parts of Africa, where we have drone bases and drone attacks who go after Al-Qaeda people and whatever, and they tend to kill a lot of civilians, a lot more civilians than they do supposed Al-Qaeda members and whatever. So, my quip with this video, because the video was basically, it was a roundtable panel discussion about the program, and they basically talked about two things. The first thing was the actual program and the amount of people who get killed by it, and the how it affects the American people, because the Obama has the right, supposedly the legal right, to kill American citizens that he deems a threat to United States security. And the second part is the ethical implications of using this type of authority on the subject. So the thing about this is, I have two things to say about this. One is that how do I put it? Number one, the willful ignorance of the American public, as well as the public at large in the world, of the basic spheres of influence and power in government and geopolitics as it is. And what I mean by this is people are willfully ignorant of what the fuck that goes on in those spheres of power and influence and money that affect everyone and everything in the world. And it's funny that there are sources of information where you can go to understand and see shit, and yet people never really try to search it out. You know what I mean? Never really try to understand the truth about what's going on. Because with this story that they released, that they're talking about, the release of the classified documents, and it's all over the news, and political and public people and ideas and personalities are coming out saying, "Yo, listen, this is big news. You pay attention." I find it kind of funny that this stuff has been out for literally a year and a half. There's WikiLeaks. You have Julian Assange, the man that's supposedly hated by the United States government for releasing these documents about what really goes on in the Middle East, and for the past literally 10, 11 years of war that we've been in the Middle East. And it's like, you people cannot be this willfully ignorant. Like, this shit is going on. It has been going on for like the longest, and this information is out there. You should not be surprised, or if not distracted, by what the fuck they be putting in the media currently as it is. You know what I mean? All they're doing is disseminating the information because they want to feel like the ones who are oh, we weren't hiding information from you. We were doing it because of national security, and now we can release it because of certain instances or whatever. And to me, that's bullshit. Whatever it is, they're just trying to soften the blow of the public of outrage of what the fuck has been going on for the past 10, 11 years. And the second thing I want to talk about is our political elites' willful, ignorant, psychotic loyalty to the American paradigm, the American ideological paradigm, to the point where we are committing war crimes, and they're trying to justify it in many different ways. You have one guy that's like, he was saying this in response to the lady that was on the panel. The American people have to understand, we have to find a way to protect ourselves from what? Like, think about it. These motherfuckers are not in country. They're out country. They're in their own shit. And they're attacking American soldiers who, they wouldn't be doing if we're not in their country. A lot of the Middle East, the people in the country, it's technically two factions. There are actual, supposed Al-Qaeda members that are running around like an organized organization. And they're just regular civilians who are banding together to say, yo, get the fuck out of our country. Like, period. Like, we didn't ask you to come here. We didn't attack you. Leave us the fuck alone. And, these politicians, these people in Congress and Senate, and people who are commenting on this shit are like willfully, psychotically, uber loyal and stupid, and not understanding, the evils that are being visited upon us, if there are evils being visited upon us, are because of the evils that you're committing against other people. Like, you have to understand it. You have to accept that. That's just the reality of the situation, period. And a lot of this it's part of a bigger plan, and most people don't understand this. When I try to tell people, like, these conspiracy theorists guys, There's four types of conspiracy theorists, right? There's the complete wacko nut job with the tinfoil hats, the one that talk about, oh, they're aliens and you know, Bigfoot is real and there's fucking motherfuckers in the middle of the earth. To me, that's just psyop. That's just you know, either the government or nut jobs actually putting those stories out there to fuck with people's heads to make them, you know, not believe the actual credible shit that's out there, right? Then there's the more relevant conspiracy theorists, the ones that are pretty much, they talk about secret societies and these niggas running around for whatever it's worth. Some of it in my studies have been true, some of it has not. Some of it is not as malignant as most people might think it is, but I leave that up to you to research. So those are the ones that focus more on secret societies and organizations, shit like that. The next one is the conspiracy theorists that generally aren't really conspiracy theorists. These are the guys that are geopolitical analysts. These are ones who have PhDs in government and politics and political science and history and economics, who explain from a historical perspective what things have happened and what caused it and how things happen. They detail, you know, why these things occurred, and they tell you, yo, there was a specific plan in action, and there are groups of people who have done this with an agenda in mind. So there is some basis to what these nut jobs are talking about, but you just have to take it in context of historical events, so on and so forth. And then the fourth are those who, the fourth type of conspiracy theorists are those people who don't really believe in conspiracy, but they know something is up and they question a lot of shit and they bring up a lot of topics and things that make people wonder and guess. You know what I mean? I'm two of the latter. Either those who take it from a historical perspective or those who take it from inquisitive perspective. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of shit going on, and you know, you need to look up what these dudes are talking about. Take it with a grain of salt, but literally you can pull a lot of information from what they're talking about. You know, I would say look up Project Gladio, look up Project Paperclip, look up Project or Operation Gladio, Operation Paperclip, Operation Northwoods, Operation Mockingbird, Operation what do you call it? The Tonkin incident. Operation Lavon Affair. There's lots of shit that have been going on that our government has been implicit in either causing to happen or letting happen or trying to get it implemented so they can get shit done. Period. But yeah, like, these people are so willfully ignorant and so psychotically loyal to the American ideological paradigm that they ignore the evils and abuses that our country has done to other people and to its own people in general. And they're wondering why these people are attacking. They're wondering why these people are pissed off. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, get out their country, leave them alone, let their oil be by themselves and start trying to control everything. It's usually a bunch of weak, pussy motherfuckers that are trying to control everything that causes all the fucking problems in the first place. Period. Yeah, that's enough for my rant. Take care, deuces. When you get the chance, look up those operations. Also look up PNAC, Project for a New American Century. Really gives you the entire basis of the neocon conservative effort to take over the Eurasian continent, because it's supposedly strategically necessary for American hegemony in the near future. Very important document. Whenever you get a chance to look that shit up. Yeah, and that's it. Deuces.